I'd like to get away from 21 berth ground for 46.
We'll supply BTS with caution going to station shortly. Sky Princess 38.
3 plus 2 on board.
We'll drive BTS.
BTS will jive.
Drive BTS traffic update. Sky Princess will be lifting off the next 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll get a scoot on. I'll get around dockhead before she moves.
Ahoy, shipmates! Have you had any rain this evening? Or this afternoon? Oh, hello. Lines are going down already on Sky Princess. I was just about to say that we've got some Sail GP going on. The Sail GP race is just about to start as well, but Sky Princess, I see, is...
Sky Princess, ready, go.
Sky Princess letting her lines down already. We have 3 departures this evening. The Sky Princess at 4 o'clock, and it looks like she's ready to go at 4 o'clock. The Ventura at 4:30. She is up in the other end of port. You can't quite see that, can you? Let me just move it for you. There we go. There's the Ventura. And then
BTS here with caution for Sky Princess about to lift off. Dockhead is 3.03 on the flood.
And then the Iona at 5:15.
Eagle, Sky Princess, did you call us?
Yeah, Sky Princess, ready, go. Yeah, afternoon, pilot. Yeah, I hear you're lifting off in about 4 or 5 minutes or so. Are you happy to speed on? Emergency ambulance on board.
Yeah, no problem. You carry on. Yeah, we're only starting singling up now, so I'm sure you'll be past by the time we lift off.
Oh, there's Red Eagle. She's already gone around the corner here. There we go. Brand new, no ambulance on. More emergency ambulance on board. Going to the island. That does seem odd, going to the island. I often see ambulances coming back from the island. There you go. A couple of lines coming down on Sky Princess. And over. This is over here in Portsmouth here, and look at that, those absolutely full, all those grandstands for people. That's Shield Hall, bottom right hand corner, and there's a couple of Sail GP boats on the right hand side. They've been in port today. I had some fantastic pictures on Netlycam. In fact, I'll just whiz those up. Let me go and find those and show you, because it was brilliant watching the Sail GP boats. They foil, so they actually take off, they lift off out of the water, and they fly. Let's just find some footage of that to show you, because it is very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Netlycam. Right, this is a bit of a strange way of going about doing it, but I can get the images that I want.
Eagle Falcon, good afternoon. Afternoon, yeah, we'll keep aiming outside Hive Knot to try and give you plenty of room.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Right, let's see if I can find some images of the Sail GP boats.
Elevation BTS Carshot 3.13 on the flood.
That's one of the Sail GP boats just in the water there, before it actually takes off and starts flying fast. But I've got some video somewhere of them actually shooting past. Yeah, here we go. There's, I think there's 8 or 10 teams from Dangerous Country. That's a Swiss boat there. Obviously, the Swiss flag. Look at this one. Look at the speed of these things. I have not sped this up. This is real time. As soon as they lift off out of the water, they just absolutely fly. Around, they're 40, depending on wind conditions, 40, 50 knots of speed. Almost the quickest things on the Solent. Very impressive, aren't they? Anyway, less of that. Anyway, that's what was on. That's what's just about to start on the over here on the Isle of Wight. In fact, they've just started. Got lines coming down on Sky Princess, but there you go. There's the Sail GP race just starting down there in Portsmouth. There's old Shield Hall. In fact, you get a very good view from Shield Hall today. It's worth looking through Shield Hall's itinerary to see what she's doing. Hey, look at the speed of these things. Absolutely massively impressive. I was hoping to get down there myself on a boat, but none of my boat-related friends had any spec. We're going out, so no boating for me. Very impressive. Well, anyway, we're here for Sky Princess today, not for Sail GP racing. Much as we enjoy this sort of thing, I mean that's just the beauty of the Solent here. So much going on in the Solent all the time. So I think they might. I'm not sure if they've started or if they're just about to start. I think they're getting ready on the start line. It's difficult to tell. I've not really been watching. I've been setting up my live stream. But there goes a helicopter whizzing around over there as well. Yes, it looks like they're all getting ready on the start line, aren't they? Oh, maybe we'll just watch the start. Now, they raced in various different locations around the world. This is the first time they've been back in the UK for quite a time. I did read somewhere. It was quite a few years. Plenty of shipmates been having rain, I guess. I was looking through the chat earlier. We've had some intermittent showers here in the port of Southampton. Some showers have been... Luckily, I've managed to avoid them on the old Iron Horse. It is very humid now. Looks like we've... Yep, then we've got another line coming in on Sky Princess, so she'll be due away. Sky Princess is our group cruise. This is what we will be using for our group cruise in October. If you're interested in coming along on our group cruise, I believe there's a few spaces left. Talk to Paul from Love Cruise. I don't even know where Sky Princess is going off to today. I'm pretty sure. Say yes, 14-day round trip. Norway and Denmark, or Baltic Seas. I would probably call that one the Baltic Seas.
Yes, but just 6 from to depart. Town Quay to Cows, please.
Reg at 6, BTS traffic information to Sky Princess at station 38.9, should be swinging south of Docket.
South Docket, excellent. And looks like they're all trying to get ready on the start line. I'm not sure where the start line is. I think it must be somewhere along there. Trouble with yachts is they're not so easy to get into the right place at the right time. Don't have forward and reverse and stop and start and all those sort of things like a powerboat does. Ooh, I would say that race is on now. By the looks of that. Yeah, they are shooting off into the lead there, aren't they? Absolutely fantastic. Well, let's get back to our cruise ship business here. Looks like the still got a few lines on. Singled up is Sky Princess. She'll be away shortly. Oh yeah, the race has started now. Looks like I can't quite see, but I think that's the Italians in the lead. Someone's taken a turn there. With the Sail GP boats, you've got a couple of options for taking turns. You can either take the turn. You can either take the turn very sharply, but then you slow down, or you take it very wide, but you keep your speed up and you keep foiling and you keep flying. Essentially, there's various different techniques. It's quite complicated. You should definitely have a look if you can on YouTube for some. Search for onboard Sail GP. There's some really great footage of being on board, and you see what it's like. It's very hectic, very fast-paced. Anyway, let's get back to what we're really here for, is cruise ships. We are here for cruise ships, and the Sky Princess is off
Alice, complete BTS received.
off on a 14-day round trip to Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. Calling in at Skagen in Denmark, Copenhagen in Denmark, Woodmarden in Rostock in Germany, Stockholm in Sweden, Tallinn in Estonia, Helsinki in Finland, Visby in Gotland Island in Sweden, and then Kristiansand in Norway, and then back to the wonderful port of Southampton. That's the other. So that's one of the forts in the middle of the Solent. There's 4 forts, if I remember correctly, and as you can see, there must be a marker buoy there where they're turning around them. Quite impressive. You'd have a great view from the beach there, actually. I think Sky Princess is shortly due off. I'll give you some sample pricing here. This is a 31-day trip on Sky Princess, September 27. 31 nights on board. And that calls in at St. Peter Port in Jersey, Cadiz in Malaga, Cartagena, Barcelona in Spain, Le Cien-sur-Mer for Provence, Livorno, Civita, Naples in Italy, Istanbul overnight, Kusadasi in Turkey, Mykonos, Athens, Santorini, Kahani, Cologne in Greece, Messina in Italy, Valletta in Malta, Gibraltar, Vigo in Spain, and back to Port of Southampton. Wow, that's quite an intensive itinerary there. A 14-day Mediterranean adventure, perhaps? I haven't checked on the weather. Let's check on the weather. Let's have a look. Yeah, we should be good for windage for horns. Right, put outside microphone on. I'm anticipating imminent hornage. Don't let us down.
BTS, red.
Someone else honking afterwards. I think the deep honk might have been Iona. Excellent. That was some good honking. Do like a good bit of honking. Right, where will I get to now? Where did I get to? I'm all a bit of a deer this evening again. Now that we've done the horns, right? Yes, that's right. Yeah, she's reversing around the dock head. That's right. I don't know if we'll see her on. Maybe we'll see her on cruise cam. Shipmate, excellent show. Sort of Paul from Love Cruise. Oh yes, you said this is the 14-day Mediterranean one. This is directly after our group cruise, so I won't be going on that. Our group cruise is just before, and that calls in at La Coruña in Spain, a couple of days at sea, Barcelona, Marseille in France, Livorno for Florence and Pisa, Civita for Rome, Sardinia. And a couple of days back to Southampton. I think I like the other one better. And another 14-day Mediterranean adventure for August 27th. 2 years away. Crikey, I barely know what I'm doing next week, let alone in 2 years' time. I've got the Sky Princess reversing round the dock head here. I was hoping we might see her on cruise cam, but I don't think so. Oh, there's shipmates in the chat. There's shipmates in the chat. So I see. Let's have a quick look back for the chat. Sorry, I've been rather distracted watching Sail GP racing. Started exactly the same time as the ships departing. Oh, there's Stu Footer. Well, their Electric Gamer. Oh, Electric Gamer was working down the port today, and he actually gave some numbers earlier of how many people were on Sky Princess. Yes, there we go. According to his manifest, 3,922 expected on Sky Princess. And we'll have to see how accurate that is. Sky Princess has a maximum occupancy of 4,610, or maximum double occupancy is 3,668. That's pretty much slap bang in the middle, which is where they all seem to be at the moment. Traffic in port today. We've only got 3 cruise ships in, unless it's the Sail GP that's going on. I know there's a couple of closed roads, but traffic in port this afternoon was horrendous. I was trying to navigate through. Luckily, I was on the old Iron Horse, which has this wonderful benefit to be able to slip down all the traffic jams, which was really handy. And also managed to dodge all the rain we had today on the Iron Horse as well. So it was a double win then for the captain. Oh, hang on. Well, let's do that while I'm thinking about it. In case you're wondering, shipmates, I'm the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct from the port of Southampton here. Look at that. 16 minutes into a broadcast. It's got to be almost a record. Also, when I was watching the Sail GP camera earlier, I did spot quite a few powerboats whizzing around. So, interestingly, it's the same, more or less the same cruise, a 14-night cruise. One is in August 27, and the other one is in October 25. And there's quite a difference in the balcony price, but no difference in the inside cabin price. That's the interesting, that, isn't it? Make of that what you will. It looks like she's going round the corner now. Go back to here. There we go. Right, where was I? Yeah, shipmate Electric Game, so he's given us some numbers. So hopefully we'll get some other numbers. Hi, shipmate Lynn Ryan. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member. Yes, that was the theme for the Gov boats, the Love boats. Hi there, Donna S. I know she was saying it was very busy on Ferrycam today. Yeah, there's been a lot of traffic on Ferrycam today. Oh, she made the rest. 105 days to go until it sets sail on Iona with my mum. Cannot wait. 105 days. That's 3 months. Whoa. Don't know if that'd still be a fjord one for Iona, if that would be when she starts heading elsewhere. Yeah, let me know where that one's going, because I'm not sure. 3 months' time. Well, there's shipmate Georgina Stevenson. Oh, there's Carol Finnis. And ahoy there, Edward Coates. And ahoy there, shipmate Pam Wolf. I've just had an email to tell me that my new box cam replacement, this is box cam, but it's lost its little tag that says box cam at the top. Oh well, this is box cam. I did have a replacement camera, but it was something wrong with it. It wasn't very smooth, so that's gone back. And I've got a replacement. Apparently, it arrives on Tuesday. That'll be exciting. A new box cam. I've got a new ferry cam and a new junction cam, because junction cam is just it's dead. It's dead as a dough now. It's been attacked by pigeons, and it can't survive. So I've got some new 3 new well, they're new cameras, not new views coming. And then more excitingly, I've got a meeting about a new camera installation next week. So as long as we can sort out the logistics of where the camera might be installed and how it's going to be installed, could well be a new camera in, hopefully, I don't know when, in a month or so perhaps. Well, I'm really looking forward to this one. This one's probably will be my most favourite camera, I suspect. Until the next favourite camera. There she goes, reversing around the dockhead. This camera here, box cam, it's been a loyal camera, but I think it's suffering with focus at the moment. It never seems to focus properly, and it's only temporary. Temporarily, it gets moved around a lot, so it's never quite level. Right, luckily I think I remembered to mute my microphone for that sneeze. I won't be scaring anyone's dog again. It's busy old Solent today. Yeah, it's really busy in the Solent today. We've got racing, cruise ships. Oh, it's fantastic. And the weather is really good. It's good weather in the Solent today. Oh, there Tizzy C. Oh, there's Sue Hawks. Ah, Sue Hawks. Yes, Sue Hawks won the competition to guess the order of the cruise ships yesterday, and she has requested a picture of Britannia. So I will have a look through my pictures. I'm pretty sure I've got a good picture of Britannia, and I will get that printed off, stick it in a frame, and send it over to you. So I know you've dropped me an email, so I'll get you to send me your address later, and I'll send you a framed picture of Britannia. See, I'm pretty sure I've got one of Britannia. Well, I hope I have. If I haven't, then I shall see what I could do. We'll certainly find something to correctly guess the order of the 4 ships departing, which not as easy as it sounded. Out of all the guesses, only one person got it right. I thought more people had got it right. Very impressive. Ahoy there, Disney Girls 30 says, ahoy, Captain, air and crew, lovely day for sitting in the garden and watching the cruise ships liners here today. I'm guessing with your name being Disney Girls 13 that you're probably going to look forward to the Disney Fantasy arriving later. She's arriving, I think, next week on the 31st of July. No, next week or week of 31st of July. Lots of pleasure traffic out there this weekend. Ahoy, shipmate Andrew Dandy. Hello there, shipmate John Truscott. Ah, guten Abend, Keks. Well, the shipmate Elizabeth G. I think I've got everyone. There's quite a lot of chat here.
Ventura VTS, yes, please.
Well, the ship VNV Arcadia says they hear hornage. Yes, I've actually I'm using my slightly different outside microphone. I've got it on a slight delay because what I was discovering was because I've not got things configured exactly how I want them, and I was missing the beginning of the horns. So now I can put the horns on and they're full glory.
VTS all received, thank you. Traffic information: the Alice Postolage. Burst swap from 46 berth to 41. She's called in, but not yet. Let's go.
I don't know what time Shield Hall's due back in, but we might get a bit of Shield Hall action later. She's down at the Sail GP race. Should let's get what we are. Iona and Skyhog. Yeah, I thought that was Iona. Didn't think we'd hear the other one. Oh, Shipmate Disney Girl 13. I'm caught back up the chat now. Shipmate Disney Girl 13 says, "Ahoy, Captain. Can't wait for the Disney Fantasy." Dumbo on the back. Oh, I didn't know who was on the back. There's a different Disney character on the stern of each of the Disney vessels. They're doing something to the signage. And, yeah, apparently it's Dumbo this time. Well, Shipmate Juice got 100. Oh, yes, he's busy at home watching the footage instead of being on a cruise ship. Yes, it was a pity you couldn't get in your cruise ship, mate. That's a real blow, that. Although I think you said you've rebooked for next year, if I remember correctly, or you might be thinking of something else. Shipmate, oh, there's Shipmate Zoe says 84 days until we're back on board Ventura to the Canaries. 84 days time, 3 months. So what are we looking at that? July, that'll be August, September. Oh, that'd be quite nice.
Alice Kosovich, Southampton, VTF.
Be nice to get down to the Canaries in that time of year. Sky Princess is on her way now. Ventura is next away at 4:30. I'll go to whiz the. I've not heard anything on the radio for Ventura.
Stations now from 106 is the Ventura.
Oh, go to stations. Ha, there we go. See, I said I haven't heard anything, and
Steve, thank you.
apparently she's going to stations. Well, that's good. She's due away next. And then I think by the time Ventura has spun, or which way is she facing? That's a good question. Let's have a look. Oh, no, she's pointing the right way. Ventura is pointing the right way. She's pointing the right way up here. So by the time she's singled up and headed past Iona, Iona will go. Actually, if Ventura, both being P&O ships, there's a good chance we might get a good bit of honking. Well, we've been doing really well with the honking lately. Well, the shipmate Bruce Smith says, "Hi, Captain. Just back from Norway on Iona. Understand you like the West Sussex flag we had." Oh, yes, I did. I've not had a... I must get my little sheet and mark off what we've had. And I don't think we've had a West Sussex flag before. And last couple of days ago, I'm not sure what it was, but I can't remember that. We had a Kent flag. We had a Welsh flag and a Kent flag. And I don't think we've had a Kent flag before. So we're slowly working our way through the flags.
Thank you. Summit's going Ovation Hill Head in the North Channel.
But we certainly haven't had all of the counties. And we do get a little Welsh flag. So yes, thank you for that, shipmate. That was excellent. Well, the shipmate Michelle Roberts says she believes that Wesley Dunlop is a possible captain of Disney Fantasy, formerly Iona. Yes, I've heard a couple of shipmates have mentioned that. I can neither confirm nor deny, but a lot of people have mentioned it. Well, the shipmate Cool Pastine says, "Hi, Captain. Love watching this. 14 days.
I just have a VTS traffic, obviously Sky Princess and True.
Until we are on our first cruise on Iona." Well, she met Ali Krumer in the Dancing Man later, Captain. Oh, well, funny you should say that. I may well be, because I wasn't going to, but it's getting really warm in my cabin here, so I may pop down for a bit of fresh air and a cool pint of beer. It looks like it's going to be a lovely evening. Well, the shipmate Keith's videos. He's in Gosport. You should get down to the waterfront there, shipmate. Watch the Sail GP racing. Hello, the shipmate Michael White, who's over there in Bangkok. Wonder what your weather is like. We've currently got 21.3 seal. That does feel warmer than that. 72% humidity. I think that's the key at the moment. But I've just noticed the wind has picked up quite a bit. Oh yes, got quite a breeze down there. That's going to be quite pleasant. I think that's going to make my visits to the Dancing Man more likely than ever. Recently it has been getting quite warm. I've even gone as far as looking at air conditioning units. Try and keep my cabin cool.
Red Osprey VTS traffic information, 7th going Ovation Hill Head inward bound. Sky Princess Western Shelf out. The Ventura just about to lift off from 106 outward bound head.
Excellent. Ventura just about to lift off. What's what we want? So Sky Princess, she's off on...
Falcon Hook out, Summit Square Innovation Hill head.
She's off on a 14-day round trip to Norway, Denmark and Sweden. Calling in at Skagen in Denmark, Copenhagen in Denmark, Rostock in Germany, overnighting in Sweden. I missed that earlier. I do think overnights are great. You can actually explore the city a bit rather than just having to be very nervous about getting back in time for your cruise departure. Then Tallinn in Estonia, Helsinki in Finland, Visby, Gotland Island in Sweden, then Kristiansand in Norway, and then back to the wonderful port of Southampton. That's great. I quite fancy on these Baltic cruises. Shipmate Michael White was in Bangkok. It's 29C at the moment with a nice breeze. Very pleasant. Oh, very pleasant indeed, yes. Holiday shipmate Finley Brown says, are they racing tomorrow as well? Yes, they are. They are racing tomorrow. I'm not sure when. I know it's 4 o'clock for the race today. I don't know what time the race is tomorrow. But yes, they'll be racing tomorrow as well. Holiday shipmate Fiona McNichol says, 49 days until until Iona, where the hubby and I will be giving you all away from our suite on deck 11, starboard side. Oh. I was amazed at how many of your shipmates know exactly when your cruises are. Using those apps with the countdown timers, I guess. Next away is P&O's Ventura, and I'm reckoning that we'll get some honkage from P&O Ventura. She's got to pass by Iona. Iona doesn't make a noise, but it's very deep. Whereas Sky Princess that we just heard, very powerful, more sort of high pitched. Independence of the Seas. Independence of the Seas, I would say, it's got a very loud horn. It's very loud indeed. But it'll be interesting to see what Disney Fantasy plays. I believe the newer Disney ships, and I'm sure a couple of shipmates can correct me if I'm wrong, the newer cruise ships, the newer Disney ships play more than one tune.
Southampton VTS, all received between the ports, thank you.
Whereas the Disney Dream that we had the other day, the year, I mean, she only had the one tune. And sometimes she even forgot to play that. Very annoying. Well, shipmate Michael Whites from Bangkok. Many thanks. Many thanks for the beer token. I shall convert later. It is feeling a bit like Bangkok in my cabin now. It's reached 28 degrees in my cabin. Almost as hot as you there, shipmate in Bangkok. Humidity's not so bad though. I think it doesn't help that when I'm streaming, the computer starts to work harder, and then as it works harder, it's just gently blowing hot air into my cabin, my little studio cabin here. And then in the winter, that's quite pleasant, but in the summer, it takes it from being, warm to hot to quite hot, quite stuffy. Many thanks, shipmate Michael White. Yes, he has bought me a pint, most kind.
Whisper, Southampton VTS, all received, thank you.
Whisper is a sailboat. I saw her just coming up. I thought she was part of the GP. She left the Empress Dock the other day. I'm not quite sure what sort of racing boat she is, but it looks very fast. No sign of Ventura as yet. Holiday shipmate Sarah L. Quite hot in Sweden at the moment, she says. Hot in Sweden, eh? What's don't mean to laugh at your saying it's hot in Sweden, but what is hot in Sweden? Are we talking over 20°C? Well, there's Liz McClacken up in Scotland. I wonder what she's got there. I wonder if she's got anything approaching 20C in Scotland. 208 and 607 days to our next 2 cruises. Poor pensioners have to save up. Well, you've certainly well prepared. 607 days. That's 2 years. Crikey. Shipmate Zoe Lloyd says, got to have a countdown calendar to fit in all the cruises that are booked. You'll be one of these people, you've got so many cruises booked, you won't remember that you've got one. You're going on one next week. Well, the shipmate Jeffrey Nichols from Canada. Oh, I wonder whereabouts in Canada you are. Shipmate, I was seeing a couple of friends of mine in Ottawa and Kingston recently. On my 7-day cruise to Boston, that's turned into an 11-day cruise to New York. And I have been doing a bit of editing on that video. I've copied some more files across, so I'm getting there. I'm not sure I will finish it at the weekend, but I'll certainly finish it Monday or Tuesday.
Thank you.
I ended up taking quite a lot of footage at the small boat show at Henley yesterday. Oh, it was great. I really enjoyed that. It's a pity I couldn't stay there a bit longer, but I needed to come back for a broadcast.
Sky Princess VTS, yes, please. Sky Princess VTS, forward seating.
Well, the shipmate Terence Page is all high captain, not been on here for a while due to hospitalisation. Oh, sorry to hear that, shipmate. In Spain, now recovering in Andalusia, looking ahead to September for cruising on Independence of the Seas. Are you cruising on Independence in the UK, or are you picking her up in Spain there? Oh, shipmate Liz McClacken, who's up in Scotland, 20C. Wow. Wow, shipmate Sarah L, who's in Sweden, 31 degrees. Crikey. I was only joking that it doesn't get very warm, but that really is warm, isn't it? Shipmate Zoe Lloyd, blimey, 84 days, 391 days, 536 days, world cruise, and 797 days. That's like 3 years almost, isn't it? Crikey. That's a well-organised shipmate, that is. World cruise. Oh, how long's your world cruise? That must be at least sort of 60 days for a world cruise. I don't know if they come in any quicker variations than that. Shipmate Jeffrey Nichols says Southern Ontario. So that's not too far. Not too far from where I was then in Kingston. Seeing a friend in Kingston, and then spent some time up in Ottawa. Well, shipmate, excellent blue spanner rather. Andrew Monument says wet and here an 18C in Middlesbrough. There we go. Get a slightly better view on Netcam now, not looking into the sun. Shipmate Disney Girls 13. I thought she might have some information on the Disney horn. Says that Disney Fantasy can play one of 6 tunes.
Unity Sounds VTS received. Thank you. Confirm Princess.
When you wish upon a star, I diddly dee. Is that idly diddly dee? Is that a sailor's life for me? Is that what the one is? Anyway, I diddly dee. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Don't know that one. Be our guest. Don't know that one. It's a small world. I try not to know that one. Or yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me. That's my favourite one. We've found the tune that the captain likes. quick look. I'm looking. Oh, there's the. We've got the bunkering vessel just departing for. No. Yeah, the trouble is I can't work out what the name of this one is. Alice Kuschlich. I think she's Dutch, which probably explains the name. Maybe I need a lot of Dutchness in my accent for that one. She's an LNG, a bunkering vessel. And she comes here to fill up the Iona and Avia. Still not as good as the ship we had the other day on the radio, the Sriwagi 3. It's definitely my favourite shipmate of the year, that one. And it was even funnier when the pilot asked the VTS to keep repeating the name. I'm sure he was doing it on purpose. What did she make? Goldie AFC. Can't wait. Only 48 days to Avia again. Again? Greedy shipmate. Let some other shipmates have a go. Shipmate Zoe Lloyd's 6th of January 2027 will depart from Southampton. Give you a wave. 27, gosh. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, not that far away, I guess. Shipmate Sarah L is over in Sweden. She's got our heat wave, she says. Yeah, I think you do. Shipmate Andrew Dalton says, quick question. I keep hearing you introduce shipmates, but you say something initially very quick. My ears can't pick what you're saying. Is it a word or is it just Oh, no, it's not it must be shipmate, I'd imagine. Or ahoy. Oh. Hang on. I think I can hear some horns. I'm not sure the microphone will pick it up. It's around the other way. Although, I might have a solution to that problem shortly as well. I hadn't thought about that. Just, yeah. Yeah, I did hear it. Well, how about that? It's difficult to tell. Sometimes I think I can hear ship horns over the outside microphone. Because I have it very quietly in the back of my headphones, and then when I actually put the microphone on to hear it, it's somebody outside playing loud music on their car stereo. The microphone's picking up, and it's not a ship horn. So I think shipmate Andrew Norton there. Hopefully I answered your question now. I think it's shipmate I'm saying, or ahoy, depending on what I'm saying. Shipmate Ace's Odyssey says, you are making me envious with all the cruises you're going on. Yeah, I know, I'm getting envious. All these shipmates going on cruises. I'm desperately trying to fit a transatlantic cruise in. That's something that our channel sponsor Paul from Love Cruise can answer. Because I can't seem to fit in a transatlantic repositioning cruise from the UK here to somewhere sunny in the Caribbean or the States.
Station point VTS.
VTS, the White Force, all finished with the Alice Koselich and head back to American Warfare.
White Force VTS, copy thing.
There you go. There's the White Force. Oh, it's Alice Kosovich or something. Sounded more Russian, didn't it?
VTS, why not?
Why not VTS?
Yeah, that's all finished with the Alice Koselich, now heading round to Dockhead to push up and stand by for the Tina C coming in.
Yes, so I'm hoping. Yeah, I can't fit in a transatlantic because they're looking really good. These repositioning cruises, very attractive price-wise. I quite like the idea. It's of 14 days with quite a few sea days, so I can really explore the ship, and then ending up somewhere and flying back. Especially if it's in Florida. I've got a few friends in Florida, but I can't fit it in with our group cruise. And rather land slap bang in the middle of the repositioning time. So the alternative, I think, maybe to reposition the other way. But if Paul, our channel sponsor from Love Cruise, is in the chat, What are the prices like coming back? I'm assuming they're equally competitive. Well, their shipmate Zoe Lloyd says that life's too short, seeing as much of the world as we can. Excellent shipmate. Oh, it's a great idea. Ooh, shipmate Fiona Nichols says, always have a balcony cabin, but booked a suite for the next one, as it's the hubby's first cruise. I'm hoping it makes him book another. Sounds like a fine idea, shipmate. I noticed on some of the cruise ships, the suites have all sorts of varying different prices. They also come in lots of different shapes and sizes as well. But yeah, a suite. Now that's really, it's really going to town, isn't it? Well, the shipmate Georgina Stevenson says, ahoy captain, will be on Waverley, cruising back to Southampton. Fantastic ship. Been on from air with my gramps. Very good memories. Very good memories on Waverley. Excellent shipmate Georgina. Whereabouts are you cruising from on Waverley? Back to Southampton. I do like Waverley. She's a paddle steamer. She's blisteringly fast as she comes in. Shipmate Jeffrey Nichols says Kingston's 5.5 hours. Yeah, you're further north in Ontario then, or further away. Yes, I might.
BTS will supply.
I'm hoping to get some skiing in actually in Ontario next year, probably in Tremblant. I don't know if you're familiar with Mont Tremblant.
Berth back for 21. I've got the wheel carry 250 and the wheel carry wheel jive and assistance.
Well, supply VTS all received, thank you. Traffic information, the Alice Coastal just making fast on 4041.
Yeah, we'll copy that. Thank you very much.
There we go. There is the bow of Ventura. It's just coming onto our screens now. Noticed, looking on Itching Cam.
Venture 6, VTS traffic information. Sky Princess passing SO outbound, Ventura 106. Any on the way.
Very busy out there in the Solent by the looks of it. Well, this should make Aces Odyssey is trying to talk my other half into going on a Disney cruise, but he's not keen. I can't say I'd be keen either. I'm not really a fan of Disney. You'll have to work hard as shipmates. Maybe you could persuade him with the positive benefits. I believe from people that have been on board, they say actually it does cater quite well for adults. I just have this imagination that it's just full of children and Mickey Mouse everywhere.
BTS, Roger 7, passing Town Quay for cars, please.
Roger 7, VTS traffic, Alice Coastal going alongside 4041. Summit for innovation to the hook out inbound. Sky Princess passing SO outbound, clear channel.
Thank you.
Well, shipmate Andrew Law says, have they announced passengers on Sky Princess, please? No, I haven't heard it on the radio.
Marlowe's gone to VTS.
But one of our shipmates who works the port said there was something like 3,900 on the manifest. Well, the shipmate Alan Brown says 90 days till 11 of us are on Britannia from Scotland.
VTS and the number of passengers crew.
Shipmate Bruce Smith. Shipmate Bruce Smith. Spoils bought there. He says, coming back into Southampton on Friday, we had lots of haulage as we had some fog. Yeah, there's been some fog lately. And they said, he says, we had some fog and it was every 2 minutes for the foghorn. Would not like to have had a cabin at the bow. Too much haulage for me. Well, you don't have too much haulage. But I get what you're saying. Early in the morning could be a bit much. Shipmate Liz, who's up in there, says, oh, Waverley couldn't get into air last week. A bit choppy. Oh, unusual. Well, their shipmate Ali Kuma says, we're doing a repositioning cruise in March next year. Love the sea days. This will be our 4th. Ooh, where are you going, shipmate? Because I need to do one in this summertime. Maybe Paul from Love Cruise can tell me. Are the repositioning cruises coming back to Southampton in March, springtime? Are they equally as pocket friendly as the ones heading out to the Caribbean in the wintertime? Well, the shipmate Michael White says, really must get back to Southampton soon to take a cruise. Yes, shipmate, you need to enjoy your beach hut down there in Cowshot Spit. Georgina seems, no, she says, will Waverley be going to Southampton this year? I don't know. I have not checked her schedule. Maybe someone in the chat can let us know. I reckon we're going to get some honking. Ventura, where's Ventura off to? I've been busy chatting to you all there. I've forgotten what I was doing up here. What are we looking at here? Oh, okay. Yep, this is a 14-day round trip. Spain, Portugal, and the Canary Islands. Calling in at Funchal in Madeira. Then Santa Cruz de la Palma in the Canary Islands. Santa Cruz de la Tenerife in the Canary Islands. And then Las Palmas in Gran Canaria, of course, in the Canary Islands. Then Arrecife in Lanzarote in the Canary Islands. Then Cadiz in Spain, Lisbon in Portugal, and then back to the wonderful Port Saint. Yeah, that's a real Tenerife cruise, that, isn't it? I wonder how the weather is in Tenerife. I'm going to have a quick look at the weather in Tenerife, because I think at the moment we're having pretty decent weather here. Let's have a look. What's the weather like in Lanzarote for next week? Let's see what your cruise might be like. Looks like next week it's going to be sunny and high 20s. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Oh, I'm not following the ship. Follow the ship. Captain's not so good at multitasking. So yeah, it's a pretty good cruise. This is a similar cruise. In fact, this is the cruise that she's going on. I'll give you some samples of pricing. Actually, that's pretty good value, that, isn't it? 14 nights for an inside cabin for $9.99 and a balcony for just $11.49. Wow, that is good. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, Red Osprey hook in. Thank you, Sky Princess approaching the hook outward bound. Ventura is at 102 outward bound.
I wasn't expecting such a good price on Ventura. There you go. Oh, I've just read the small red print at the bottom. School holidays, price based on 2 adults plus 2 children. I'm assuming you don't pay for the children, or do you? Don't know. You have to let me know, Paul, about that one. Paul, I just noticed from our Transport Love Cruise says that returning is equally pocket friendly.
Sky Princess, Atlanta BTS all received, thank you. Just the freight traffic. STI Rotherhithe, Southampton BTS. STI Rotherhithe, Southampton VTS. Question, would you like to proceed to anchor?
I'm hoping we're going to get some haulage here from Ventura as she heads off on her 14-day Canary Island cruise.
Rotherhithe, Southampton VTS information. You may anchor your vessel in nav anchorage number 1. Check your chart, please. Confirm if you would like to anchor in nav anchorage number 1.
I can see plenty of shipmates there up on deck. Yeah, this is a Christmas port. A Christmas Portugal Canary Island cruise. 12 nights in December, over Christmas time as well. from 12.49 per person. I think that's a great time of year to get away. Oh, I see a flag. Hello, hello. Oh, I will keep that flag there, shipmates. Give me a chance. I can't really zoom in on this camera too much because of the sun. But we'll get a good view of that once you come past on Ferry Cam. And once you come past the Town Quay pier, we should be able to zoom in and see what that is. I couldn't really see what that was at all. Yeah, but I did see a bit of a flag there. New Year in Amsterdam, Belgium. 5 nights. Including drinks package. Well, I was just thinking that's a bit pricey, but including a drinks package, that's not bad. That'd be somewhere to spend New Year on a cruise ship. I'd not thought of that before. That's from 10.79 for inside or 12.29 for balcony. I think if it's New Year, you probably don't need the balcony. There's not going to be very nice weather, and you're going to be busy inside celebrating, aren't you? So I would probably save the money and go for the inside.
7 to go innovation passing Echo in ditch.
That's all coming.
Joe Rotherhithe, Southampton VTS.
Yeah, there's definitely something up there. Can't quite see what it is. Lots of shipmates out on the on the deck there.
All received, thank you. Keep a good listening, watch on channel 12 and call VTS again when you are in position, ready to drop your anchor in nav anchorage number 1. Over.
Can't hear anything on the microphone, but sometimes you can hear the sail away parties on the microphone. I'll turn it on just a...
Ventura, Southampton VTS.
Oh, Ventura. Who's calling Ventura? Southampton VTS. What's going on?
Received traffic update. 2 minutes to go innovation. Passing number 1 berth at Esso now for the River Itchen.
Plenty of people up on the decks of Iona because it really is quite pleasant out there. Perfect weather. Oh, I'm thinking we might get some horns soon. I'm going to put the microphone on. Nope, noisy motorbike. Does seem amusing. I could play about noisy motorbikes when myself do have a noisy iron horse. Shipmates. Shipmate Fiona McNichol. Always travel P&O, she says. But what other cruise lines would people suggest? Oh, well.
Southampton BTS still received. Sky Princess coming to the cow shop, turn outbound, clear channel.
All depends what you want, shipmate. I would say that the different cruise lines can do different things for different people. Fred Olsen's very good. The ships are a bit older. But, oh, hello. There we go. I think I can work. Can I see that flag now? Oh, I got a brief view of it. And then I looked away. Red and yellow. Could be the Hampshire flag. I really can't see enough of it. Oh. Well, we can see you, shipmates. A little bit of honking there from Ventura. I'm expecting a reply from Iona, but nothing. Looks like we've got somebody there with some flag issues. They all got their flag in a knots there, haven't they? Oh dear, don't know what that one is either. Shipmate John Appleton says Isle of Man flag. Was it Isle of Man flag? Ooh, I thought I saw an Isle of Man flag the other day, but it was Essex, wasn't it? Not Essex, Kent. It was the horse that looked like the three-legged man from the Isle of Wight. Oh, I see some other flags, though, in the meantime. It looks like we've got Wales and something else. Okay, what else have we got then? Oh, there's a big puff of black smoke coming out of Ferry Cam then. Looking lovely over in Cowes. A couple of yachts coming back in there. See if we can get a closer look at this flag on Ventura in a second. As for that second flag, I'm not sure. We've got this flag up here. I'm not sure that's a county flag that I remember. Now you've got, looks like 4 birds and a cross.
Roger 7, a bit broken, but I believe cowshot tie gauge 3.8, over.
And the Sky Princess is heading round Cowshot's bit now.
Or received.
She's on the turn.
BTS Iona.
Go back to Iona.
Iona, Southampton BT.
Hold side alongside on 46, 8.8 out to Stavanger. Get back to you the rest of the figure shortly. Given notice, should be good for quarter past.
Iona BTS, or received.
Yeah, I could do with a hand, shipmates, if anyone knows what that flag is. Flintshire flag. Oh, definitely second one. Flintshire, Smith shipmate B Bug says Flintshire, shipmate Gene Hall, Flintshire flag. Flintshire, Flintshire. Well, I don't think we've had Flintshire before, but did we work out what the other flag was? It's coming on to cruise cam now. So when she gets a bit further forward, I will zoom in again to see if we can work out what that flag. Flintshire flag. Oh, that's definitely a first one for me. Flintshire. I think I've only been studying the flags of England. It is. I've just worked out my problem. I've been studying English flags, English county flags, and not Welsh and Scottish county flags. Oh dear, there is a hole.
Roger 6, Southampton BTS, that's all received at Red Eagle, Astern Ventura outbound.
There is a hole in my education there. Right, let's see if we can work out what this other flag is over here. Now that, tricky again, isn't it? So we've got red, yellow with, I really can't see. Oh, crikey, what's that one? I'm going to hazard a guess that might be Warwickshire. Oh, he's just folded it up. No, shipmate. I can't say. I think that was Warwickshire. It was red with yellow at top, and I think the only one, the yellow at top with red at the bottom, is Warwickshire. Struggling with the wind conditions there, so was the shipmates, that's for sure. Oh, it's back again. Certainly struggling with the wind. Yes, it's red with yellow at the top. Yeah, I think that is Warwickshire. Wow, I don't think we've had Warwickshire before. We're doing really well with the county flags. Well, we've had a couple of new ones this weekend. And Flintshire. I never even thought of Scottish and Welsh flags. Oh dear, there's a whole world of flags that I'm going to have to revise. It's bad enough at the moment. I don't even know the English ones. There's Sky Princess just heading round the Bramble Bank there. A disappointing amount of haulage. I thought we might have had a bit more of a haulage between Ventura and Iona. Don't know why we didn't. So Ventura off on her 14-day cruise to the Canary Islands, where the weather looks to be somewhere in the region of about 30 C. I think she's going to have a jolly... If you're on their board today, I think you're going to have a really wonderful cruise. It's great weather here, great weather there. Look back, I've got the chat back now. Let's have a look. Flintshire, yep, everyone goes for Flintshire. I'll take your word for that. I didn't even consider how naive of the captain, only to revise English flags, and that would, yes, I know. I can all hear you in the chat. But anyway, thank you for spotting that one, shipmates. And then a couple of shipmates. Steve Johnson said, yes, it's Warwickshire. Oh, good. I thought it was. Brilliant. So we've had Warwickshire, Kent, Flintshire. Shipmate Kelly Louise Marshall says, yes, flag on Iona is Flintshire. Yeah, we've got a Flintshire flag up here somewhere. Oh, they're just packing it away. I should have guessed they had Wales and Flintshire. Maybe I need to start my own county flag store. Sky Princess is just rounding the Bramble Ball Bank. A bit of a smoky cloud following behind on the Ventura there. I'll get a quick look at the lines on Iona. She's radioed in and said that she's good for a 5:15 departure. So they're all very well behaved today, these cruise ships. Quick look at the lines on Iona. Yep, they're all looking good. There. Hello, what was that? Sound like French. What's going on there? Speak English on the radio here, not French. This is one of those Cell GP chappies, of course. Yeah, that's definitely French. That's not going to help there, shipmate. Unless you're transmitting from France. Shipmate Sue James says Wales got the best flag. Yeah, I do like the Welsh flag. It's highly visible, the green, white, and the red dragon. Who doesn't like a dragon? Oh, a couple of shipmates think the red and yellow flag is Hampshire. Oh, I'm not convinced it's Hampshire, shipmates. The Hampshire flag is red at the top, yellow at the bottom, and that one was yellow at the top and red at the bottom. The only reason I particularly know that one is because I also made the confusion that it was a Hampshire flag if it was red and yellow.
Ventura, Southampton VTS, that will receive traffic update Tina T, East Bramble Boy now, inbound, over.
Don't have any numbers for Ventura, unfortunately, and don't have any numbers for Iona either as yet, but we did have an estimate from one of our shipmates who works down the port for Sky Princess. Just noticing Cemex Go Innovation is coming up Southampton water at the same time. She's probably in the other channel. There is a small ships channel. She's probably in I would think. Let's have a look. Where is she? Yes. Sky Princess heading round Bramble Bank. Let me just show you what I mean by the small ships channel. I think that's where she is. Let's turn on this. Yes. Oh, no, she's not actually. She's not in the small ships channel. She's right on the edge of the main channel. Right. Princely turn there. They really do turn quite fast as they're heading round the Bramble Bank there. Excellent. Well, I've had some good flags. I was unusual to get some flags. All a load of new flags. Well, the shipmates, Jay Wales. Jay says Wales has the best flag and the best national anthem. Whoa, I'm not so sure about that. This is the Cemex Go Innovation Hopper Dredger here. She's coming to port. She doesn't normally come in because normally they're clear channel vessels, the bigger ships. So she's just squeezing past. The channel's just about big enough. The actual red funnel is outside the channel in the small ships channel. If I show you on the map. So this is the Ventura coming down. This is the Cemex Go Innovation. She's in the main channel, and then there's a secondary channel here indicated by this green round buoy here, and this is for small ships, pleasure craft. You can see all these yachts here are in the small ships channel. They tend to keep out of the main channel when big ships are passing by.
VTS, Cemex Go Innovation, just passing the northwest Netley, inbound for the Itchin. Can I have a tide reading, please?
First, you're calling VTS, dockhead tide gauge 3.88. Over.
Not many people up on the decks now on Sky Princess. Probably heading down to the buffet. In fact, that's exactly where I should be heading, to the buffet.
Come round the stern of the dredger up towards the docks. Permission to continue at speed, please.
Osprey VTS, yep, oversee the safe to do so. Iona in the ocean dock, she's called in. Is on time for a 1715 departure.
Yeah, that's all, copy, thank you.
Well, shipmate Michael White. Oh, yes, reminds me that the P&O now sponsor Southampton Football Club. It's a pity they've been relegated to the division below the Championship, I think it's called. But yes, P&O seems like an ideal sponsor for Southampton Football Club. A bit of a local tie-in. Shipmate Sue Hawks, I think she's replying about the weather in the... Someone asked about the weather in the Tenerife in November, something like that, I think it was. Yeah, in the low 20s. Yes, it's very good that time of year. Which was that on? That was a cruise on... Which ship was that on? This one? No, I can't remember which ship. Yes, no, I think November time's an ideal time to go to the Caribbean. October, November. I think you occasionally can get some stormy weather, which could be a little upsetting. But generally, I think it works out really well. Get away from the damp Britishness that we have. This one. Move this camera here. Oh, all these cameras to move around. Well, the shipmates Carol Alcock says we are on Ventura next May. Is she having a refurbishment for them? Oh, I'll see if I can find out, shipmate. Let's have a look, see what I can find. Oh, good question. I don't know is the answer, but possibly would be my reply. Last refurbished in 2018. So, if she's last refurbished in 2018, I would think there's a chance that she's due a refurbishment. They normally are out every 5 years or so. Shipmate Steve Goodall says the blue and white flag with the birds on was Flint shit. Thank you, shipmate. Yep, we've got that one. Like I say, I have completely failed to revise my Welsh flags. Shipmate Terry Slater says the Cornish flag is almost like a pirate flag. It is. In fact, there is a branch of the Navy that flies the Jolly Rogers. I wonder if any shipmates might know which branch of the Navy that is. Stick your answer in the chat. Well, shipmate David Cheatham says, where are they all going? Okay, where are they all going? Well, Sky Princess, she's off on a 14-day. Sky Princess is here. God, those clouds. Almost looks like The Simpsons, doesn't it? Well, shipmate David Bowler, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Sky Princess, that we're looking at here, she is off on a 14-day round trip to Sweden, calling in at Skagen in Denmark, Copenhagen in Denmark, Rostock in Germany, Stockholm in Sweden, Tallinn in Estonia, Helsinki in Finland, Visby, Gotland Island, Kristiansand in Norway, and then one back to the wonderful port of Southampton. P&O Ventura, she is making her way down Southampton water, and she is off to a very warm Canary Islands. And she's calling in at Funchal in Madeira, then Santa Cruz to La Palma in the Canary Islands, then Santa Cruz to Tenerife in the Canary Islands, and then Les Palmas in Gran Canaria, Lanzarote in the Canary Islands, then Cadiz in Spain, and then back to the port of Southampton. Then the next away is P&O's Iona. And she is off on her usual 7-day round trip to the fjords, calling in at Stavanger in Norway, Olden in Norway, Helleset in Norway, Haugesund in Norway, and then back to Southampton. Well, the shipmate Leslie R says yes. She says the submarine service fly the Jolly Roger. That's right. They initially, when submarines were brought in to the Navy, they thought it was jolly unsporting, and they didn't really approve of it. So they decided they'd fly the Jolly Roger. Oh, it's brilliant. I quite like that. Shipmate Stu Fitz said the Isle of Wight flag is a work of art. Isle of Wight flag. Yeah. Don't know if I remember. Oh, yeah, the Isle of Wight flag, yes. The Isle of Wight flag is pretty self-explanatory, I think. Well, the shipmate Johnny X50. Welcome aboard, shipmate.
Okay, Cows, BTS, or receive traffic information. Sky Princess, North Boy now, outbound, over.
Many thanks for subscribing. That is in the very far distance.
Yes, Red Jet 6, Town Quay for Cows, please.
Sky Princess there in the very distance.
Red Jet 6, Southampton BTS, all receive, Maple Steed, Red Osprey, 389 inbound. Iona, in the ocean dock. Just bringing an air bridge in now, so it should be underway shortly.
So receive, thank you.
Aha, there we go. So Iona is slightly delayed, just bringing her air bridge. The reason VTS chap knows that is because his office, his windows look out directly in front of him, straight onto the bow of Iona. And therefore we can exactly see what's going on. It was quite amusing, actually. It was a probably about 6 months ago or so. Well, I think Iona's, one of the pilots said, right, we're ready to go, we're about to drop lines. And then VTS said, are you sure? Because your air bridge is still connected and people are still getting on board. There was a bit of a miscommunication there somewhere, so she had to wait a little bit while the final passengers got on board.
St Malo, Southampton BTS.
It's probably not the done thing to bring your air bridge in when people are still trying to get on board.
St Malo, Southampton BTS still received traffic information outbound the Sky Princess, passing south of the ride middle. Over.
Looks like the ferry's on a bit of a race here.
BTS, going up on 46.
Iona BTS still received no immediate traffic.
Shipmate Electric Gamer, who works down the port there, says, oh, should be about 10 minutes, approximately 10 minutes to move the air bridge. I think it might be already moved, so yeah, but 10 minutes sounds about right. Keep an eye on the lines here. It looks like the sun's gone in a bit. What's happening with the weather? Temperature, it's still 20°C. A bit of a breeze has picked up. Tide is on the flood. Visibility is pretty good, 42 nautical miles. I thought it was. We can quite easily see the Isle of Wight over there. Shipmate Zoe Lloyd, oh yes, says Iona is going for her first dry dock in October this year. That's right, yes. I did read that somewhere as well. In October, so that'll be, yes, trying to work out when that will be. 7 days, 20. Ah, yes, beginning of October by looks of it. Looks like her last cruise.
Roger 7, Southampton VTS will receive Ventura, Capland, outbound clear channel. Iona, singling up now on 44 berth, outbound clear channel.
There we go. There's Semexco Innovation, the hopper dredger. You see her a lot coming in out the port of Southampton. She's just heading up to River Itchen to disgorge her load of aggregate that she's sucked up from the Solent somewhere. She used to be all bright and shiny and clean, looking a little battle weary now, isn't she? All rusty colours down the side. When she was brand new, she looked really sharp, beautiful white, and the colours very modern looking, considering it's just a hopper dredger, a workboat. But she's tireless. She's constantly running 24 hours, pretty much 24 hours a day. She goes out, dredges, comes back, goes out, dredges, come back, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so it looks like Iona is, her last cruise arrives, she goes off to Spain, comes back to the port of Southampton on the 4th of October, and then doesn't have any other cruises until the 23rd of October, which is just a 2-day cruise. And I suspect they've scheduled in just a 2-day cruise, so that if they have problems with the refit and it overruns, they've got a little 2-day cruise they can cancel. That seems to be the way they work. So there we go. So if you've booked something on Iona for after October, you might be privileged to be stepping on fresh carpet and such like. In fact, what have we got for Iona? That's Ventura, Iona. That is in February 26, May 26, and the fields in August. Northern European City Escape for 7 nights in February. Wow, that's a really good price, isn't it? Where does this call in? Hamburg, Rotterdam. Overnight in Rotterdam as well. Excellent. Rotterdam, a really good port. You dock right by the Erasmus Bridge, and it's just a short walk into town. Lots to see in Rotterdam. Then Zeebrugge in Belgium, back to the wonderful port of Southampton. I see they're missing out France, probably because they keep going on strike. £549 for an inside, 679 for a balcony. I'll get you over those Christmas blues. Isn't that the saddest Monday of the year or something somewhere in February? Doesn't seem to have clouded over, but I can see plenty of people in the chairs up there on Iona. They had a Flintshire flag and a Welsh flag earlier. And on Ventura we had a Warwickshire flag. Well, the shipmate Natasha Thomas says, my daughter joined Sky this morning until November. Oh, I was just thinking that she got on board Sky Princess and she was on a cruise until November. I was thinking, gosh, that's impressive. No, of course she's working. She's a Phase 4 deck officer cadet. Thanks to your webcam, we could wave her off. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's really good to hear. There we go. Oh, looks like the lines are coming in on Iona now. Oh, yeah, I've heard quite a few shipmates watching their various children depart on their careers and their jobs. Get quite a few people from the Wars Ash Academy tuning in as well. That's local. In fact, I must get over there. There's a boating lake in Timsbury, just north of Romsey, where they train the cadets on model ships. The model ships are quite large. They're about sort of 10, 12 feet long, and you sit in them and you drive them. But they behave just like real ships. So there's no power or speed or ability to do much. You put the throttle down to maximum and not much happens. So everything is to scale. They're absolutely brilliant. So I'd like to try and get over there at some point. I think we might have some haulage soon. And a motorbike as well. The Flintshire flag has made a return. Heard that one. Shipmates with the Flintshire flags are up there. They've probably got their eardrums cleaned out with that honking. I wonder if Iona's got a two-tone horn, a higher, loud one and a quiet one, because it was definitely much quieter than that earlier. Well, their shipmate Vector says, my husband and I are on Iona on the 8th of November, so we can walk on the new carpet. Yes, you can. Our first cruise. Very excited. Oh, brilliant. Sometimes not only will they replace the carpet and update a few things that are worn out, because don't forget, think about all those people on there walking over it all over the time. They will also, they often change some of the restaurants and things on board. They'll change the theme. If they find that a particular restaurant on one of the other ships is working really well, they'll change theme into whatever that restaurant is. Excellent. Oh, shipmate Natasha Thomas is coming in with more information than I know, which is the advantage of having all these well-informed shipmates in the chat. She says that they train them in Solent University now, and they do firefighting over at the Timsbury for cruise ship cadets. The mini ships are for chief licenses, etc. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. There we go. That's 3 honks. I'm going backwards. I think we got honks out of all 3 ships today. Oh, that's 10 out of 10. 100%. We're doing well. Fancy a little trip on Iona in May? 7 nights on board. Yeah, that's some really good prices here. $629 for an inside cabin. Although May's probably not going to work for me, because if I'm lucky, I'll be coming back transatlantic on something. It's probably going to be around about that sort of time, I suspect. There we go. This goes. Just go backwards now. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is. Southampton, Budding, Southampton, day at sea. Ghetto in Spain, La Coruna in Spain, Vigo in Spain, and then Cherbourg in France, assuming they're not on strike, and then back to the Port of Southampton. 629. Fantastic. Oh, how about August this year? North off the Norwegian fjords. Now, is that software? That's where Iona's off today. Is that the same selection of fields, I wonder? Let's have a look. Stavanger. Ah, no, slightly different. Stavanger, Olden, Heliset. No, same one. Heliset. And nope, it's slightly different. Garinger. Yeah, there's a slight variation in Iona's schedules. She does a few of the different ports, so not every cruise to the field is slightly different. There's a couple of different ports that she'll call in at. Our Welsh contingent there from Flintshire, busy flying the flags. The Welsh flags and the Flintshire flags. Excellent. Doing well on the flags lately. I'm going to have to start knocking them off my little list of flags we've seen. Oh, that's an excellent cruise.
Red Eagle, Southampton VTS, all received, no reported traffic.
899 for an inside, 14.99 for a balcony. Ooh, big increase for a balcony price there. And that is in August, though. Frantically waving up on top deck. I don't know if we know who those shipmates are.
And shifting from 25 to 105 berth. 17 crew members on board. Maximum drop 6.5 meters. And PC number 1013. Over.
Received, but say again, how many persons on board?
18. 18.
18, that's all received, yep. Once she's clear, you may proceed. There's one additional vessel, the Tina C. She's passing Esso and is inbound for the River Itchin.
Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Oh, it looks like it's got dark, doesn't it? Got quite overcast. Well, the shipmate MJ says they're going on Iona in 3 weeks today. Oh, says I think you'll be off to the fields. Iona backing out into the middle swing ground here. I don't know if we've got any more flags on board today. Quite a few people out on their balconies, even though I think it's got a bit overcast. It's still pretty warm. Yeah, it's over 20 C. It does feel quite humid. 73 C, so yeah, it's warmer than I'm giving it credit for. I think those cranes are there for the Sail GP racing that's going on down in the Solent. I think it's probably finished. Yes, it looks like the Sail GP race may have finished now. Shield Hall is down that way. I thought perhaps she might be coming back, but she must be late coming back later. There she is. Looks like most of the boats are dispersing, so maybe Shield Hall is underway. She must have been at anchor, I guess. Hello. What have I spotted? I've spotted something. Hello.
Text transfer, Southampton VTS.
We've got two Scottish flags. Oh, well represented, the Scots here. I wonder if they know I wonder if they know that they're both flying Scottish flags.
That's all received. Yes, be aware the Autostar, the vessel on the car vessel there, she's also going to get underway and head outbound.
They're looking at their screen at the top there. Now they're waving. Have they noticed that there's 2 Scottish people on board? Shout down. A couple of decks. Just 2 decks down and I think 1 cabin across.
Red Jet 6, Southampton VTS.
Oh, they're all busy waving. How about that? How strange. 2 Scottish flags almost next door to each other.
Gauge 4.11. Over.
Of course, it could have been a coordinated plan that I'm missing here.
All received, east of the...
Well, that's brilliant. I don't think we've had, coincidentally, flags so close to each other before.
Western base, loud and clear.
Excellent. I'm just having a quick check to make sure there's no other Scottish flags lurking around.
St. Barlow, Southampton VTS, sorry.
Paul from our channel sponsor, Love Cruise, says that when he was on Shield Hall, it had to wait for all the small vessels to depart. Yeah, I'm not surprised. She's not exactly very manoeuvrable. She can't even go very slowly. Her slowest speed, dead slow, is actually quite fast. Oh, someone there's waving. Well, there's a lot of shipmates out on the balconies. It is a lovely day, isn't it? Very envious of all these shipmates heading off to the fields. And apparently, according to one of our shipmates, Sarah L, who's up in Sweden, it's 31 degrees. I'm assuming it's not that much colder up in the fields. Let's have a look. Let's check the weather. Check the weather in... Where should we go? Check the weather. Check the weather in Oldham. I think that's quite a long way north. No, can't do that. Hogsand. The weather in Hogsand. No. Not so good. It's a bit... Well, actually, next week it's around 20 with the occasional rainy day. Not as warm as I was expecting. Bow thruster just starting up on Iona there. Not too many gulls about today, but the gulls really like it when the bow thrusters start up. You get lots of jellyfish. They like to live in the bow thrusters. It's not the best home because once she starts turning, your home turns into a blender. Oh, there's quite a few shipmates up on their balconies right in the bow here. Great views, but I think they're a touch windy, bow balconies.
LGP Rib BTS, yes, may proceed with caution for the Iona, just turning now, and then she'll be outbound. Over.
Excellent. 2 Scottish flags, a Welsh flag, a Flintshire flag, and a Warwickshire flag. Well, we have been treated to many flags this evening.
Jet 7, Southampton VTS, yes, you may proceed in safety.
Well, the shipmate Michael White, he's over in Bangkok. He says almost midnight. It's going to hit the bunk.
Autostar, Southampton VTS.
Yes, Autostar, I'm just breaking away, proceeding very slowly to Lockheed, waiting for Iona to be.
Autostar Southampton BTS, that's all received. Traffic update, the Tina C approaching the Greenland buoy now, in for the River Itchen. Over.
Looks like the Iona could do with a bit of anti-foul work on a hull there. Probably due for a bit of a scrub. I imagine that's what might be happening in October.
Princess Southampton BTS, all received. No reported traffic. Over.
Shipmate Robert Middleton says came home on Iona this morning. Had a very warm week in Stavanger, Flam and Olden. Good luck to the cruisers going today. Well, there you go. It was warm then. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be cold, but not necessarily super warm. There's Iona and the red jet shooting past. Well, there's shipmate Sarah Fitzgerald. She says, loving this live. Thank you. Going to buy myself a Norfolk flag in advance for my Iona cruise next year. Norfolk flag. Oh, wow, excellent. I don't think we've had a Norfolk flag before. I'm going to have to get myself a little list so I can knock them off, aren't I? And then it'll come to the end of the year. I can tell you which counties we need to complete the list. There's Ventura, leaning round the corner. Shipmate Rosemary James, exactly what I was thinking. She said our first cruise, we had a bow cabin. It was great because you saw the ship going into ports and going out. Not so good if windy because the door is very heavy. Yes, I thought so. It can get very windy at the front, isn't it? But then you've got the rest of the ship, haven't you, I suppose, to sit in various different locations. Yeah, getting quite the lean is Ventura there. Well, the shipmate Jay says, what time does Iona usually get back on Saturdays from Norway? Going in a few weeks, working out train times back to Wales. Well, she normally gets in at sort of 6 in the morning. I'm not sure what time you get off. I think you can get off from, someone would have to correct me if I'm wrong. I normally stay on board and have breakfast and then get off at my leisure. But if you can make your own way off, you can get off from, I think, anywhere from sort of 8 o'clock onwards. But if you're taking your own bags off, it's fine. If you have a scheduled departure, then they will let you know when you get off. So I think that hopefully that answers your question. But you certainly can't get off until they start letting you off. Well, the shipmate Stephen84 says we returned this morning on Iona. It was a fantastic cruise. Fantastic first cruise. Well, excellent. And there we'll be doing another. Enjoy the cruise. Excellent. Definitely got to hold on to your rum-based cocktails, haven't you? Oh. Well, the shipmate Sturlo says trying to see Jen's mum Maggie having a cup of tea on a balcony. Well, she might be there somewhere. Who can tell? I wonder if you know whereabouts she is. Well, the shipmate Luke Dern says, looks great. My family from Deal in Kent are off on a jolly. Shipmate Sean Beatty's going to get a Worcestershire flag for his cruise on Ventura next year. Well, the shipmate Liz McClacken, who's from Ayr up in Scotland, says, trying to find our county flag for next year. Might have to make one. Ooh, are they not a popular thing then, Ayr county flags? With any luck, Ventura will start leaning the other way when she goes around Bramblebank. Well, the shipmate Alistair Adams says, yes, Iona inside was looking top-notch a few weeks ago. Okay, that's good to know. But she's got a lot of stuff attached to the bottom. Yeah, that's why I think she needs good bottom scrub. Yeah, it usually comes at 6 o'clock. That's right. Usually 7 to 10 o'clock for departure, but love having breakfast on board before leaving. Yeah, I know, that's the bit I enjoy. One last breakfast on board before you have to go back to normality, and you can't live without a buffet. Yeah, a lot of shipmates out on their balconies. How wonderful. We'll put the radio back on. Hopefully we'll get some figures. And the Iona is still coming back in. The Ventura is still heading round the double back. Oh dear. I'm running out of energy here. It's been a long week.
Shield Hall, Southampton VTS.
Well, there's Shelley. Andy Marv, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Talking about a long week. Sunday, we have 3 ships departing.
Shield Hall, Southampton VTS.
We have the Independence of the Seas, the Avia, and the Regal Princess. Independence of the Seas, she'll make a good honk. Avia, be similar to Iona. And Regal Princess, I don't know, did she play the tune or not? I don't remember now. Then on Monday, Oceana Vista and Ada Perla. I've got my ship visit on Oceana Vista on Monday. She'll be looking forward to that muchly. Does look quite busy. Oh, hello. I've spotted another flag. How did I miss that one then? Looks like we've got an England flag. Yes! I identified a flag. Oh, the shipmate Native FLA. Welcome aboard. Is that an England flag, or is it someone just wearing white and red? Oh, no, I'm not so sure. I was rather confident just a second ago, and no, I'm not. No, I don't know. What would someone be wearing that's white and red like that? Oh no, I think it's just a jumper around their neck. Oh, oh, dear me, that's not a flag. Well, there's shipmate Kevin Williams. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Well, it looked like a flag. It was a good effort. Well, interesting comment here from our shipmate. Electric Gamers says that he's working on Avia tomorrow. Regarding Regal Princess Hornage, yes, she does, but her horn has had issues recently. Ah, okay. There we go. Hot word from our inside man there. Apparently a bit of hornage issues. This is Ventura, just rounding the bramble bank there. Iona passing Dock Cape. Haven't had any numbers yet, or I may have missed them because I've accidentally left the radio on mute. I'm suspecting there'll be somewhere in the region of 5,800, 900 passengers on board would be my guess for Iona. Most of the ships are departing pretty full these days. Oh, look, there's the Auto Star.
Yes, Iona Western Shore.
She was in the radio earlier.
Iona, BTS all received. Red Falcon, Reach Boy, inbound.
There you go. She's the little local ro-ro delivering vehicles here and there.
And the South GP vessels are now on the way back to Hythe. Over.
Ah, so GP vessels are on the way back to Hythe. Ooh, we might see them. I'm going to have a look on the map, see where they are. So if they're coming back to Hythe, we'll see them come up the Southampton water. Let's have a look. Where are they? I wonder if they'll come back at speed. I don't suppose they'll hang around, will they? Just 46. So that's Ventura passing the Bramble Bank there, heading right for us. I've noticed that the steamship Shield Hall has now started moving away from the Sail GP race. I'm just trying to work out where the Sail GP boats are. They're not easy to find. Ah, no, they're all over at the back at the finishing line, so they haven't really started moving yet. Might be a while before we see them on the screen. Oh, the shipmate CS28 says, great to 40 stream again. Thanks, shipmates. I'm quite pleased that one's gone quite well this evening. They've been departing more on time lately, the ships, and also without the big gaps between them. In the sort of off-season, they tend to have large gaps between them. They've been departing like an hour gap between them, which has been very frustrating. This is quite good. We've got 3 ships really close together. Next live stream will be tomorrow.
Southampton BTS will receive Ventura approaching Prince Consort and Iona Northwest net.
The next away on Sunday is the Regal Princess at 4 o'clock, and then the Avia at 5 and Independence Seas at 5. See, that's good timing. We get the ship's TV in while you're busy preparing in the galley.
Falcon BTS will receive traffic update Iona Northwest net lead outbound.
Without getting in the way, which is good. And then on Monday, Oceana Vista, Ada Perla. And I think the one that people are really going to be looking forward to is Thursday. Thursday next week. Well, I say week after next, just week after next. And that's when Disney Fantasy arrives. So I'm sure that'll be popular. I shall probably live stream Disney Fantasy arriving. How about that? How about you fancy that? How would you like a live stream of Disney arriving? There's that little spot at the very front of the ship where you can get up there and feel like you're driving. Notice it's starting to brighten up a little bit down here in Southampton water. I'll keep an eye on the Sail GP ships, see how long. Swiss, Sail GP Swiss, safety boat, Spain, Swiss. I don't know who won the race. Well, it should be, Michael White says Disney arriving would be great. Yes, yeah, it should be good. Well, I think how many ships is there on the Disney arrival day? Let's have a look. Disney Fantasy. Just the 2. The Emerald Princess into 46th berth and Disney Fantasy into 102. 102 is great because that means you'll go right past the camera and head to the upper area of the port. And there is the Roro Auto Star. She's going to pick up various, well, might be going to drop off. I suspect she's going to pick up various different cars from various different locations. Notice also that there is a tanker coming in as well.
Yep, may proceed. One inbound there to Tina C. She's for the river engine.
Well, the shipmate Blake Eddington. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Gives you an idea of scale. The thing about Iona and Avia, they are absolutely massive. Lots and lots of decks. They don't look particularly big, but when you see them against some other big ships, that's what really makes the standout difference between them. Well, the shipmate Alan Brown says, I stay next to Grangemouth docks. Nothing exciting happens there like Southampton. Well, I have to say, I mean, I know I'm a big advocate for the Port of Southampton. There is quite a lot of exciting things happening in the Port of Southampton. We do get a lot of things here. A lot of cruise ships, container ships, sail GP racing, warships. Yeah, we get a real variety here. What don't we get here? Power boats, pleasure craft, boats that move boats. Yeah, we get a lot here in the Port of Southampton. Well there, Michael White. He said he's nodding off. Well, off you go, shipmates. Have a good sleep in your hammock. It's a beautiful picture over in clouds. Real fluffy white clouds are. That's Ventura just passing by. So I notice you can see Ventura there from here.
Yes, Roger 7 departing Town Quay for cars, please.
7 BTS also start your station inbound. Iona, Lanes Lake out, clear channel, and the Tina Seas at North West Netley, she's into the engine.
Thank you.
Well, the shipmate Big Cat. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing.
Roger 6 BTS, you loud and clear.
Quite like this view when we get multiple ships on the screen at the same time. I'm slightly struggling with Netley cam again. I've not been doing very well with the cameras lately. They've been uppity, is the best way I could describe them. Oh, there we go. It's gone off on a walk again. Oh, don't know what that is, but that looks fast. Wonder if that's a foiling boat as well. It's got that sort of look about it. Well, there's shipmate Mercedes. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Let's see if I can find that foiling boat. That looks like a foiling boat to me. It looks like a Princess powerboat there coming in up the River Itchen. Right, I'm off on a mission to try and find that boat that whizzed past our screen. Let's see if we can find it, shall we? It's quite difficult sometimes to locate small vessels. They're not always where you think they are. I think I've got it though. Yeah, there we go.
Sail GP calling BTS.
Come on, camera. There we go. Oh, yes, it looks like a Oh, it's going fast, whatever it is.
SLGP Southampton VTS, that's all received. Thank you for the update.
Difficult to tell if that was falling or not.
Renovation VTS received. Have a good evening.
BTS, Red Osprey, good evening. Short departing Royal PF please.
Sky Princess Southampton VTS all received. Thank you. There's no reported traffic, Tina.
The cameras are really... I'm sorry, I'm struggling to get the cameras working properly. I don't know what's going on here. The last couple of days, they've really decided that they don't want to cooperate. I'm not sure it's an internet issue or quite what's going on.
Other vessel who just called VTS, please repeat your message. You are overspoken.
Yeah, just I can't control them.
Red Osprey VTS.
Yeah, VTS, Red Osprey. Good.
Red Osprey VTS, did you call a few minutes ago? I think you overspoke another vessel calling at the nav.
Yeah, just leaving Royal PF please, yeah.
Traffic information, Tina C, Western Shelf, in for the Itchin. Other than that, at the moment, just the ferry traffic.
Copy, thank you.
Right, got it working now. Got something working at last. Gosh. Why it's such hard work. Well, shipmate Blake Eddington says, have my first cruise on the Disney Fantasy. Oh, Disney Fantasy in a few weeks. And just discovered your channel. Thanks for sharing the footage. Oh, excellent shipmate. Well, we'll be covering your departure, that's for sure.
Shield all VTS copy, thank you. 4.29 on the slug gauge.
But also probably covering the arrival of Disney Fantasy. So yes, make sure you hit that notification bell, and then when I go live, you'll see your ship arriving in port. I wonder if it's your first time. It's my first cruise on Disney Fantasy. I wonder if it's your first cruise. Yeah, Auto Star, there you go. She's headed back up to your end of port. I can see the Ventura and the Iona on the screen there. Oh, there should be Anna. This is her sisters on Ventura. There we go. Nelly Cam's behaving itself now. I don't know. That's real funny moments. Well, the shipmate Alan Brown says, "Is anyone else chasing the ships to different countries' cameras?" Yeah, it's quite a challenge sometimes, isn't it? Try and find the cameras in other countries. But yeah, there's a whole lot of them scattered all over the place. Often I have to have a look myself and see what's going on. Where these Sail GP... Oh, the Sail GP boats are coming. Let's have a look, see where they are. Oh, no. Shipmate Swifty's not on the cameras. Swifty, get back on it. I think that's... There we go. That looks to me like there is a Sail GP boat roughly in the middle of the screen about now. I think that's a Sail GP boat. Oh, and you can see Shield Hall over on the right. If Swifty would zoom in, that would be helpful. There is more racing tomorrow, but I don't know what time the racing is. Notice we can see the Ventura there in the distance. I'm going to carry on being live. Actually, I was going to end this broadcast early. Well, not early, but when I sort of normally end it. But it is only 6 o'clock, and these Sail GP boats are racing up Southampton water. So I'm going to stay with them, stay with the ships, and hopefully we can see the Sail GP boats come back in, because that'll be a bit of novelty. So I'm going to stay with those. If you do have any cruising needs, please contact Paul from Love Cruise, our channel sponsor. He knows an awful lot about it, and he can certainly help you out with your next cruise. Fancy joining our group cruise, no less. Ship XG photo, yeah, there's Swifties in the galley. Yeah, I bet he is. They'll be missing the Sail GP boats as they're shooting up Southampton water. Pretty sure. How fast are they going? Oh, only 12 knots. Not as fast as I was expecting. $14 knots. There they are. There's the Ventura, and there's the Sail GP boats. There's a couple of them here, one here, and I think there's another one here somewhere. It's difficult to see. There's an awful lot of traffic out there this afternoon, but there should be shortly. They'll be over on the various different cameras. We'll see them come back in, heading up Southampton water.
Tug Isa. Tug Isa, Papa India Sierra Alpha. Papa India Sierra Alpha, this is Southampton VTS. Southampton VTS, we're on channel 12.
Oh, in fact, I think I can see some Sail GP boats. Aha! I can see them. There we go. There they are. You can see them in the centre of the screen. They're whizzing along, as one would expect. Oh, yes, look at that. Those little beasties. They'll be giving Red Jets a run for money. Well, the shipmate Jammin Ice says, I've booked the Solent Ships nautical cruise. Excellent. In October.
Tug Isa. Tug Isa. Southampton VTS. Southampton VTS. We're on channel 12. Over.
Yes, quite leaning over. Oh, getting some good views here. Nothing on that one. I'm going to stay with it because I'm looking forward to seeing these Sail GP boats shoot up Southampton water. Can we see them on Netley cam? Not quite. It's just very difficult to work out the angle of which way where the ships are. I think they're more left. Netley cam's just slightly round the corner. Maybe if I go left more. Yes, there they are. There they are, coming up behind the Red Jet. Yes, there they are. I can see them now. Looks like Iona's just started her turn around Cowshot's bit. Oh, you have a fantastic view on Iona. See them all. Oh, I can see them all coming across now. They're brightly coloured little thin sails. Oh, wow, this is exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing these race up Southampton water. I think they're foiling by now, I would think. Let's have a look. Let's check on the speed. Still says 14 knots. 14 knots. I look like they're going faster than 14 knots to me. Perhaps they are, though. Perhaps they're... Oh, I don't know. Perhaps they are. And displacement speeds. Haven't come past here just yet, I don't think. Let's have a quick checking, see where they all are. Those razor sharp sails. Now let's try and work out if they're foiling. Are they flying or are they sailing? Oh, I think they're flying. Yes, I think they're definitely flying. I think even the big powerboats will be struggling to keep up with these boys. Well, boys and girls, I should say. Looks like there's a SP boat at the front, probably telling people to get out of the way. Oh, this is a great view. Getting a good view on cruise cam as well. They're coming right up to Hythe Marina. I think that must be where they dock. Now they're all in the water. Oh, here we go. There you go. See them foiling across. Looks like Swifty's back from the galley. Yep, they're definitely foiling, aren't they? I can't believe they're only doing 14 knots.
Welcome to BTS, yes, if it's safe to do so, thank you.
I don't think they're reporting the right speed. Oh yeah, 32 knots. That's more like it. Yeah, 32.3 knots. Oh. That's really going for it. I'm trying to find the other ones. They're not easy to find. Right, it's relatively easy. Just find the fastest boat on the screen. 32 knots. Absolutely amazing. Oh, someone's having a little turn. Oh, landed. Brought the speed down. I don't think the ribs can keep up with them. Going around the back of Iona. Ah, they might have slowed down to cross Iona's wake. I think that's probably what that was. Yes, they're up falling again now. Yes, they slowed down to turn. And you quite clearly see them out of the water there, can't you? No hanging about from these boys. Get this right, I should be able to more or less pan at the same speed. See if I can get it to work. This looks like the Brazilian yacht. Almost there. You can see them going up and down as they combat the various conditions in the Southampton water. Here we go. Look at that. Did someone say it's doing 40 knots? I'm pretty sure that's the fastest thing on Southampton water, and it's not even powered by an engine. So I mean, even the chase boats are struggling to keep up with them. Right, over on cruise cam now. I'm zoom over on cruise cam. It's a little bit difficult, for me to keep up with all this. There is Iona. There we go. And now we're on cruise cam. We can see them all coming up to Hythe. Finished racing for the day. Just impressively fast. There's a few more coming up. Yeah, there's another one here. Looks like the Swiss contingent. Well, the shipmate Simon Bustin says, that's unbelievable. First time we've seen these. Yeah, it's amazing how they glide through the water. Absolutely, yeah. When the water's pretty good like it is today, they just fly above it, as smooth as a pancake. There we go. Very impressive. I'm very impressed by the Sail GP boats. Trying to find the GB one. Like the Spanish contender. These are friends from Canada. Lighthouse. Looks like they're gaining ground on the Spanish. Well, this is not a race, they're just returning home. Of course, they can't return home slowly, can they? They have to return home at 40 knots. Let's return home like the hair's on fire.
Also, stars for them to VTS. Auto stars for them to VTS. Afternoon again received. Thank you.
That's the American and Norway entrance. So where's the British one then?
STI Rotherhithe, Southampton VTS. STI Rotherhithe, Southampton VTS. Received, sir. Thank you. Keep a good listening watch, please, on channel 12 and 09. 12 and 9 at all times, sir.
There's the American boat. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I got rather distracted by Sail GP boats. I'm easily distracted. Anything that's fast and sporty certainly gets my attention. Well, the shipmate Tizzy sees us. Well, thanks, Captain. Very exciting conclusion to another great live stream. Yeah, thanks, shipmate. Shipmate James Porritt says, did they say how many on Ventura? I don't remember. I don't think so. Coming. These are the Cell GP boats there. This must be where they're slowing down, picking up their tenders or picking up their tow boats to tow them over to where they need to go. Wow, that's exciting stuff, isn't it? They are so fast. Or maybe I should try and get out and drone them. Oh, okay, that's a challenge. I do like to set myself a challenge. But maybe, can I drone them? Ooh, it's going to be tricky to drone them. Actually, no. Let me correct myself. It would be almost impossible to drone. They go faster than my drone. My drone got a top speed of about 40 kilometers an hour, and these things are doing 40 knots. A massive difference in speed there. Well, the shipmate, Charles Sons of Paul from North Cruise says, do you think the chase boats take spare fuel to keep the races? No, probably not, because they're only going there and back down to the race area and back, so they'll easily do that on a tank of fuel. They're not chasing them all the time. Not chasing them while they're racing. But yes, if it went on for much longer, they'd have to take spare fuel. Oh, that was exciting. Oh, hello. Now perhaps this is the GB boat. No, this looks like not the GB boat. Maybe that's the Italian boat. Where's the GB boat then? Maybe I've missed the British boat. Actually, I'm going to check in Netley Cam. No, not there. What's that one? Is that the GB boat? No. No, I haven't seen it yet. Okay. Keep an eye out for it. Maybe the GB boat is coming. I know I could just look on the map and it would tell me. I'm rather enjoying it. Just chasing the boats with the cameras. Well, the shipmate Sean Beatty says, great captures, Captain. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, I was lucky to catch those. I believe they're racing tomorrow as well. I'm not sure what time, but highly likely we'll probably see a few more of them again tomorrow. Got that little cluster of the Cell GP boats over here. Yeah, they're all being picked up by little tenders.
Team Southampton chase boat, Southampton VTS.
Little ribs to take them in. Because they've got, obviously, the Cell GP boats won't have any power on board. No power.
Team Southampton VTS, yes, sir, thank you.
Well, the shipmate Suman Secton says they'll be on Iona next week. Very excited they are. Excellent, shipmates. You'll probably have a good cruise. I think the weather's still going to be good. Fancy a cruise on Iona. How about the Fields? Her cruise that she's on, heading on today, is very similar to this one indeed. That gives you some idea on a price.
Ventura VTS all received, thank you. No reported traffic. Sale GP Denmark, Southampton VTS. Yes, sir, you may proceed.
Sail GP Denmark. Oh, was that Denmark or I thought it was Norway, but it's probably Denmark, that flag, wasn't it?
Sail GP Denmark, Southampton VTS. Station calling VTS, you overspoke. Repeat your message.
And then on cruise cam, there's another one of those falling boats down there in the middle, but I think that's it's not part of the GP racing. And then there's Iona in
Solent
the
Cat,
background.
BTS received traffic information, Iona. North Thorn, outbound main channels to the east.
Yes, I think there's a Denmark flag on one of those boats, not Norway. Well, yeah, shipmate Nigel Holmesbury said the British probably stopped for a cup of tea. Well, if they did, they're taking their time about it. Unless they won, of course. Well, maybe I could have a look. Let's have a look, see if I can find out. Maybe I'll find out the results. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see what's happened. Let's have a look. We can find out the results for the Sail GP race. Oh. Yes, in fact, it does look like it. The GB boat, I think the GB boat won. Yes. UK won. Fantastic. $70. Looks like the GB boat won, crossing the finishing line at
Ocean Sea, BTS.
70 odd knots. Let's see if I can get this to work for you. The title is Emirates Stomps opening Portsmouth race.
Ocean Sea, BTS all received, thank you. What are you planning to do this evening after you get to Town Quay? Are you Town Quay, and then back up?
There we go, there's the GB boat, 75 kilometres an hour. Lots of people there in the grandstands.
All copy, thank you.
There is the GB Emirates boat. You can see the foil going down there. They take the foils up or down depending on what they're doing. They are fantastic, aren't they? Brilliant. Wow, how exciting. All sorts going on today. So that's probably why we're maybe not here yet, because we won. Great Britain won. Hooray!
Red Eagle VTS traffic information, Iona. Form gap outbound main channel to the east. Shield between the East Brambles and Hill Head, inward bound in the North Channel.
Shield Hall's in the North Channel, is she? Okay. I think she was slightly outpaced by the sailboats. Oh, yeah. USA. Yeah, I don't know where Sail GB is. According to my map, not where she should be. Well, there's shipmate Dave Davenport said had our first cruise on Avia. Absolutely loved her and can't wait until August 27 to run again. August 27th? Well, I suppose it's not too far away. It does seem like a long time away, though. August 27th. Sail GB. I don't know where they're going. I know they're going to Hythe. Maybe they're going into Hythe Marina. I don't know. They've obviously got somewhere to go. They're all being towed over. So there's Piana's Iona just heading around the Bramble Bank here on her way up to the Norwegian fields. And I believe this is the same itinerary that's She's got scheduled for August the 25th. Let me just check on that. Stavanger, Olden, Flam and Hogsons. No, so slightly different. Got a Flam instead of Heliset. And Ganlingford instead of Ford. All sorts of, quite a number of variations on the Norwegian fjords. So even, I think, if you liked P&O and you like the fjords, if you picked well, you could get a different fjord experience, because there are a number of different ports that they go to. Some of them are the same, but there's quite a few variations. Well, the shipmate Johnny B. Johnny B is back after leave of absence. Been down in sick bay for a while.
Fed Osprey, hook out, thank you. No reported traffic.
Shipmate Nigel Warren says, thinks GB was behind another one. Oh dear, I missed it completely. Let's have a look. I could well have missed it. My ship tracking said it was somewhere else. Oh, I think they've turned their AIS off. That's Germany.
Bridge 7, VTS traffic, Iona, West Brambles outbound to the east, clear channel. Shieldhall, still head inward bound to the north channel. And that's it.
Yeah, I think they've turned their AIS off. Obviously, they're not racing. Don't need to tell people where they are. Yeah, yep.
Sales, GP, New Zealand Chase, Southampton, VTS. Sales, GP, New Zealand, Southampton, VTS. Yes, sir, thank you.
There's a couple of them here coming up to the ocean terminal. Oh, what if I see them on cruise cam? Let's have a look.
ETS, Redjet 6, Town Quay for cows, please.
Redjet 6, VTS traffic information, the sail GP vessels now. Most of them back in alongside at Hive, just outside the channel, around the test area, but they will be moving back into the ocean dock as we speak. Additional traffic information, Shieldhall, Hillhead, North Channel.
That's all received, thank you.
There we go. You can see the boats being marshalled along by the support rib there. They're all coming back in to the ocean terminal. So obviously they slow down and stop off at Hythe, and then they get shuffled in here. And this is where they are. They're all here just waiting. They point into the wind and they'll slow down and stop. And it's Iona heading on her way off to the fields. Not going so fast, are they, when they're being attached to a powerboat? Now, shipmate Robert Cole says, did you ever get to the bottom of any of that pork? The item you were invited to consume. I think you were talking about the pork on Norwegian Aqua. No, never found out what that was. I never found out if it was turkey meat or pork or quite what it was. It was very peculiar. I don't think it was bacon, but then I don't know why they wouldn't say it wasn't bacon, you know. It just seemed really odd. So Iona's just headed round to the Bramblebank now. Yes, it was very funny faking bacon on the Norwegian Aqua. Looks like the German Sail GP boat coming in now. Fantastic bits of kit. I mean, look how tall those masts are compared to the size of the vessel. Still a few shipmates out on the balcony on Iona. And all Sail GP boats coming in. Oh, they're taking their sails down there after the racing. And off more racing tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, shipmates. We are back tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I think. Yes, 4 o'clock for Sky Princess, 5 o'clock for Independence of the Seas, and then 5 o'clock for Avia. Well, I'm sure hope you've enjoyed that one. That was quite exciting with a bit of Sail GP racing at the end there, seeing what was going on, and GB winning. Always good to have that team GB winning, especially on home. I was going to say home soil, home water, I guess, would be more appropriate. How amazing! A couple of sport boats out here in the middle. Well, there should be Robert Colt says, love your sense of humour. It's like we're back in sixth form. Those were great times. Oh, yes. Great times indeed. Right then, shipmates. Many thanks for joining me on this live stream here. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. It certainly helps the channel out. We are live tomorrow at 4 o'clock. If you have enjoyed this broadcast, remember to subscribe. I've already said that. Many thanks to all my PayPal donors, patrons, members of the channel, and of course, most of all, the Blue Spanner crew for covering the chat, not only on this live stream, but all the other live streams. So until next time, shipmates.
Ventura VTS. Ventura VTS will receive, thank you. This one tugging to the ice to southeast of the now proceeding inbound. Ventura, Southampton VTS here, ISA. Sail GP rib, BTS, yes, please. SP, BTS. SP, BTS, just be aware there's obviously the Sail GP are back on the moorings at high, and their ribs are running in and out of the Empress at the moment between the Empress and the Ocean Dock.